Hola Laura, ¿cómo estás? Hello. Hello. Marushka, stick around because we're going to have at the end of the live, we're going to have another NCT127 dynamic. I hope it's going to be interesting. Oh my god. Why do these people always show up? Like, I don't understand. I don't believe in soulmates. Why can't we focus in the present, guys? I'm not a predictor. I'm just a tarot reader. I read cards. Hey, Carlos. We need a lot of Palo Santo to clean the air a bit. Which one, Jaehyun or Utah this time? No, for all the members, it's going to be the dynamic. I brought this oracle that I had saved that I haven't used in a while, and I bought it because actually Laura was the one that she had an interesting idea for a personal reading for my clients. She was generous enough to share it with me, and I liked the idea. And of course, that the one that I'm going to deliver to the clients and to people that want to book a reading and purchase it is going to be about, for example, you want to know, like, what is it about you that people fall in love with you? What is it? What's the trait or that, appeal that you have, or that those people perceive. Hey, Samara. But when it comes to this dynamic with idols, I was thinking more about pulling cards to see what kind of trait would make them fall in love at first sight. If that was a possibility, because you know how the oracle and the tarot works. Sometimes there are some members that are more clear about, okay, it will be this and this and this, and then there are other idols that are like, I'm much more rational person, I don't fall for those things. And actually the cards are very straightforward about that. Actually maybe the guy doesn't believe in love at first sight, and that's valid as well. So I was thinking about doing this dynamic for today after I'm done with all the readings. But just to make it fun, and also to use to shuffle and charge this energetically again with my hands, because I haven't touched it for a long time. This oracle doesn't have keywords, it's just images, so yeah, we're going to be reading with those. And also when we think about this sort of dynamic, even if it's for a specific client in real life that they want to know, that sometimes it changes with time. For example, what you find ideal right now, what people find beautiful and attractive about you at this period that you're pulling the cards may not be the same here for 3 months from here. For example, when it comes to idols, it's the same. I can see a certain trait, I can see certain, details, but they can change. They can change. They can change their minds. They are very young. They have a very complex relationship, so we cannot put them in a box and be like, oh no, he likes this, or she likes these specific people, or this specific trait. No, we don't have to be that. That can change. Today was available to see, but maybe tomorrow is different. Can someone block this person that wants readings for free? Don't even engage, because those are bots, I believe. Hey, Cosmos. I don't know why I cannot get, the option to actually to block. I actually don't have the option. I have the option to hide them for 300 seconds, not even minutes, seconds. Thank you, Samara. Yes, it changes, definitely. So how are you guys? How is the week going for you? But yeah, thank you for the recommendation, Laura. Thank you so much. Because actually I had this deck. I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because I the other day I did use the small romantic oracle that I got that is in Spanish. But honestly, I don't want to use that for everything. Sometimes you need to change decks. And honestly, I don't have much oracles because I use the tarot mostly. But, it depends on the clients. I notice there's people that just want specific decks that have keywords. For me, it's more about the tarot. For me, the tarot lets me know what I need to know. But there's people that... And what I have available here, I did notice that there's a lot of tarot readers that they have tons of oracles. Oracles that they even say, for example, oh, that person has blonde hair, that person is white, that person is, I don't know, of color, that person is older than you, that person is younger than you. They have all these oracles that they are in English. And in here in Argentina, we don't have those kinds of oracles. We don't have those oracles. The ones that I would say that I am just not a fan of, and I have to be transparent about it, are the ones that are I remember I saw an oracle that was about it said history. It was in Spanish, and the oracle was same one that I had, the tiny one that there was 60 cards in it. And in there, they had phrases that I believe that oracle was called histories of time. What would that person of a past or of a past life would want to say to you? And honestly, I think that that's BS. What can I tell you? I don't like those messages, that, oh, yeah, he's thinking about you, but, yeah, because he's shy, because, he cannot tell you to your face how he feels. Or there's an ex that is not getting over you. There's always someone from the past that is not getting over you, that is thinking about you, that is obsessing about you, and so what? And I was I would never, get an oracle like that. Oh, what would my ex say to me? You know, what would my ex say to me if he could? I mean, if he doesn't say it to you, and if he's an ex and he's part of your past, there's a reason for that. Why would you want to know what they're thinking about you? Or what they think about the old connection if you don't have it anymore? Or what he would want to say to you if he dared to say to you the things. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, guys. For me, if the person is not present, if the person doesn't communicate, if the person doesn't like interact with you, it's because they don't want to. They are not interested. Period. Do you have to pay a tarot reading for someone to tell you that? Or to create a whole story of like, no, he doesn't talk to you because he's afraid. He's afraid. He has past traumas that he cannot get over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, that I get violent, but I just cannot believe that. I don't know. I think that that's playing with people's illusions. I don't know. Week from hell. Oh, 15 hours. Work day for almost 2 weeks. I was dead on my couch today, starting to feel alive again. After I play this game, I'm going to get a pedicure. You're playing a game? Yes. Hola, Kira. Let them be in the past. Exactly. That's what regalo my past reading I told you about, but I wasn't happy about it. I didn't ask about it, but the reader told me about this person still thinking about me. I mean, if they're a potential someone that can like make you happy, that's actually, you know, that's something that when someone, in my case, if I see someone like coming into the life of my client to make their lives better, I do say it. I do say it. If they come with an interesting, or even with not so interesting proposition, because I feel the need to tell them that there's someone. But yeah, only if it's available. If it's not available, I don't pay attention to it. I'm playing the Sims while I listen. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, guys. Just that I understand that there's people that have, you know, when you miss someone, I think that that's valid when you miss someone, but sometimes you have to listen to yourself when you make the questions to the tarot. You know, ask yourself, why do you want to know this? If this is for you to get to know yourself better, for you to see something that you're not seeing about yourself, and it helps you to get to know yourself better and be better, use it. Use the information, use the tarot, use everything. For us, in the case of K-pop idols, we use them as archetypes. You know, they are a part of ourselves. This is why they are our biases, in my opinion, I believe. They make us happy, they entertain us. So yeah, we talk about tarot and we pull cards for idols. But when it comes to real life relationships, you have to learn, you know, that, okay, if someone doesn't pay attention to you, would you pay money, like take money out of your pocket to know how they feel about you when it's clear that they are ignoring you on purpose? Like, come on, guys. I come from a generation where you had to memorize that person's number in your mind because there were no cell phones when I was a teenager. I remember I once had this experience with a guy that I met him at a club when I was just leaving, you know. It was like 5 in the morning. And he was really nice, and he was really interested in me. So he was like, where do you live? And I tell him where I lived, and he lived in another town, But he was like, okay, can you give me your phone number? The house phone number, not the cell phone, the house phone number. And I didn't have a piece of paper, and I didn't have a pen. At the club, there wasn't none of it. And also we were in a part of the club that it was like on the outside. It wasn't like on inside the building, it was on the outside. And in that day, it was summer and it rained all night. And we were dancing in there and everything. But everything was all wet. And I remember that the one thing that I had was my friend's lipstick. Like my friend's lipstick. That it was a bit reddish, a bit, not red, it was like pink. And he was like, okay, write it down on my arm. And I did, and I did write down my phone number. The guy was very happy. Well, we left, he left. Okay. I didn't hear from him like 2 weeks. Like I was like, oh, okay, well, we meet a lot of people, maybe he said he was interested and he wouldn't call me. I was forgetting about him. And then he called my house, and he was like, I'm this guy that you gave the phone. And I was like, is it you? And I'm like, yeah, I think I remember you. I gave you my number, right? And he was like, you have no idea how hard I tried to contact you, because it seems like since I wrote down my number with lipstick on his skin, when he put his jacket on, or he put something on, and also because it was raining that day, the whole lipstick got blurry and it spread. And the numbers, the last numbers, I believe the last two numbers, they couldn't be read. He couldn't read them. He didn't know if it was a 2 or a 3, and he kept trying every day, like putting a number after a number, until he got the right number, my house number. So he was like, okay, I dialed so many numbers, I'm going to try one last time. If this is her number, okay, this is meant to be, I guess we have to meet. But if it don't, I'm going to give up. But see, this is what I want to tell you. When someone wants to reach out to you and they're interested, they show the interest. But if, with all the technology, guys, that we have today available, and they are just stalking you. They're watching your I don't know, your Instagram account and your stories and everything. Yeah, they're watching you, but they're not doing anything about it. What does it tell you about the person? That maybe they're curious about you, but not enough to put the effort. Yes. Yes, exactly. Like, and also I think that we also have to think also about, because at the beginning everyone puts the effort. When there's an initial attraction, everything, that's why there's the honeymoon phase. Everything is perfect, that person is perfect, you are perfect to them, and then eventually with time you start seeing their flaws, But the good part is the initiative. That's what I value the most, the initiative in people. I don't like it when people leave me questioning, like, okay, what is it? Do they like me? Do they not like me? I don't like that feeling of having to guess. Maybe that's why I never dated a Scorpio. Because I don't have the patience to be playing mind games with people. I'm very communicative, I'm very open. When I like someone, it shows. I go and talk to that person, I look at them in the eye, I engage, and if I don't like them, I don't talk to them. That's easy as that. I have Venus conjunction Mars, so I'm a very action-orientated person when I am interested. I move towards that person. My whole body language changes when I'm around the person that I like or that I love or that I appreciate. This goes romance, friendships, everything. Family as well. I show up. So that part about, no, maybe he's shy, maybe he doesn't know. Come on. I don't like when they leave me like this, like, oh no, what? Oh, now he talks to me, now he doesn't talk to me, oh my God, no. I don't like mind games either, yeah. The reader saw that apparently this person is my soulmate, but right now we have to stay apart because this person's really missing, can get me messy too. That's why this person was too present. But if they cannot be with you, why they mention it? I don't want anything to do with this person anymore, so I wasn't happy to hear it, but I mean, really, it's not. Yeah, I had the same feeling, Akira. I remember I went for a general reading after I broke up with someone years ago, like 9 years ago. And I wanted to know general, just general. And my ex came up on the reading. And I remember this girl was like, oh, there's your ex in here, And I was like, oh, no. I don't want to hear it. I was like, and also the girl was like a friend, a friend of mine. And I was like, please, I don't know, that he's going to try to talk to your mom, to convince her, so she can talk to you because he would want to go to your house and talk to you and to your family, so maybe you can get back together. And I was like, that's not, yeah, I appreciate it, but that's not what I wanted to hear. And in the sense that, I think that I kind of, because she didn't know me that much, she knew my ex because she met us once when we were shopping and we saw her. So maybe that's why when I told her that, I was single again and everything, maybe she saw me and she was like, oh, okay, so, she's recently broken up with someone, so maybe she misses this person. Maybe this character that is here is the ex. Definitely is the ex. So I'm going to, move the tarot reading towards that aspect. I'm going to bring the ex back because I remember she has an ex. I mean, mostly everyone we have, not, I wouldn't say everyone because there's people that never dated, but there's always an ex or there's always someone from the past, that was meaningful to you or whatever. So there's like a generic interpretation, I would say, but I remember I was very like, I really don't want to know. I don't care how he's doing. I don't care if he misses me. I don't care what he wants to do, what he plans to do. I'm worried about me. Like really, I'm worried about me, I want to get my life in track, I want to make like different decisions. I'm thinking about me. Like, why would you drag me to, and in that sense, you cannot be, oh no, he is in the reading because he is still important to you. If he was important to me, I would have mentioned him and I would have asked about him. But since I didn't, but I think that's something maybe that some readers, not today, but maybe there's this, because I do notice in a lot of these live tarot TikToks, in the tarot community in TikTok, that everyone asks about an ex. So maybe there's this generalization that a female that is currently single is still attached to an ex. So what can we do? We provide tarot readings for the ex. I know someone that also offers readings that is like, that says, what would he do to you or what he would say to you if he could? And I'm sure there's people that pay. I'm sure. But what can I say? What can I say, guys? It was Scorpius. When I was 20, I had time to lose and wait for him for 2 years to trust me. Now I don't have time. Maybe next life you can be more comfortable relations with each other, like parent, child, siblings. It seems most of our closest relationships are soulmates. Yeah, this person popped up on the general reading because they are still invested, but for the specific questions I asked completely different things. I didn't want to know about that person. Yeah, it's annoying. I got annoyed, really. I remember that that reading and I got annoyed. I didn't like it. Yeah, better to see a psychologist. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes therapy is better. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy if someone brought up an ex out of the blue. Yeah, seriously, move on. Yeah, especially if you don't ask for it, because you have a lot of, if it's a man, for example, if it's a male, you could have a lot of, like, I don't know, important male figures in your life. Maybe it's a father, maybe it's a brother, maybe it's a cousin, I don't know, a co-worker. Why an ex, And also for me, it's like giving them room, giving them a space that they don't need to have. They don't need to have it. Also, now that I see hope, happy birthday to Ki today here in my country. I believe that in yours too, guys. We are in September the 23rd. So, yay, today is his birthday. Since I didn't have time to read for him on the channel, I'm going to pull cards for him now. For Ki. I do have to shuffle this deck because it's been a while since I used this. I was like, okay, I'm going to bring it back. And for people that want to know what tarot it is this. It's the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Radiant Wise Spirit. I only saw I also have it download the song Good and Great, or Great and Good. Good and Great. I have to listen to it. I love him. He's amazing. I was like, oh, my soulmate is a person now I don't want to be with. Great. Yeah, and also for me, it's like, I was a long time engaged to someone that was very much into saying that they were my soulmate, and actually they were awful. So, that's why I have a sort of allergy to that word. I think that sometimes for some people, soulmate equals this very toxic connection that you cannot break away from. So it's like, oh, we have to be together because, we were together in another lifetime. This is why things are hard for us right now, but we have to fix it, in order to fix our karma. And it's like, no, you are awful in the present now, and I don't want you in my future. That's it. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I wish I had, again, a 9-to-5 job just to go and be listening to his song while I'm on my way to work. I wish I had that. I mean, I do have a 9-to job profession. Like, I do have a job, but it changes. It depends the weeks. It changes the time, the shift. So, but if I would be like working at an office or going to a building like I used to, I would be listening to his song. You know that you always need a good soundtrack to have a better day. By the way, what you said about your personality reminded me of that we had talked about the atypical women and the signs who see women of the other signs vaguely because they don't feel for the typical. Oh, okay, yeah. Mm. Yes, about the typical. Yes. It's just that, sometimes, we females are complex and not all females want the same. We sometimes we want different things. We are different. Um, Sometimes there's people that, yeah, they want a soulmate and they want to call their lover as the soulmate and everything. But I don't know. For me, I don't know. I prefer to stay in the present. It's so tough being a female. It's so tough. There's always criticism. Okay, let's pull cards for key. I didn't bring the Radiant Sun archetype. It's in my office. I forgot it because I was pulling cards for someone else, and I forgot it. I forgot to bring it to my house. So yeah, today is going to be without Oracle. So yeah, he got Two of Swords, the Hangman, the Temperance, King of Wands, and Queen of Cups. Is it possible that he could collaborate with a female very soon? Oh, the Venus series readings, when you mention signs like a Scorpio, remember. See women like Sagittarius, Aries, or straightforward women, I comprehend them. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they don't. It's like, oh, you female, you're supposed, the feminine is like this. And no, no, there's different. There's no bad feminine, no dark feminine, no light feminine. We are all, we all have our complexity. But yeah. Yeah, also um, there's also something about that. I said it, like, I love astrology, but sometimes there are some archetypes that, for example, for Capricorn, that we are hardworking, that that we are all CEOs, we all want to be CEOs, that we are all bossy, and sometimes we Capricorn of today, we don't feel like this. We are tired of that same simplistic archetype or image. Collective imaginary, it seems, because everyone thinks we are like this except ourselves. The ones that we are living the experience, we are like, I'm not that money obsessed, or I'm not that career obsessed. Yeah, I do my job just like everyone, but I'm not. But yeah, there are some things that maybe need to change, or give it another meaning, because we today we are different. Yeah, I think that, let's go back to key, please. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's go back to key. Starting with the Two of Swords and the Hangman, and I remember I pulled cards for key, and I got these cards as well. I think that Key definitely has his moments of This is why sometimes I think about him, and I think that he's more a Libra. This is a very Libra card. The Two of Swords is like, okay, don't make me choose because I don't want to choose. Actually, I think that the cards always show me the. There's something about Ki that I always see in the readings, and I'm like, but he doesn't show himself like this. And it's this indecision, you know, there's this, not only that he's like the hangman, that he's someone that sometimes he poses on purpose, but I think that it's not about his body, because if we think about Ki as an entertainer, and if we think about what we have saw and witnessed of Ki, he's definitely a very sharp individual. He's always like, you know, in different shows, he's always like, his mood is always up there, you know, he's very expressive, he's very communicative. But there's something about him inside not being like that. You know, there's something about him, like actually, like on the inside, he went through a lot, even though he continued, you know, to perform and to do a lot of activities and to be there and to be busy. There's something about Ki that I believe that he is still hung up. Obviously, you know, there's some like essential things about his life that he has to decide, and he postpones them. It seems like a part of him is in pause. There's a part of him that he also recognizes that, yeah, he had advanced a lot as artist, but maybe as individual, it seems that he procrastinates a lot. I don't know why. I wouldn't say lazy energy, because he's not lazy, but I think that he knows he has to make certain commitments, but he doesn't. And with this, I don't mean artistic. I mean for his person. So I don't know if this has to do with his love life, or with his personal decisions, or with his connections maybe with family or with others. It seems like he sometimes refuses to take charge of his own life. You know, there's something about that he's like postponing about his personal life. That's why it's the first two cards, that this is something that actually he had been going through this for a long time. You know, it's not now. It's had been going on for a while. I think that he's someone that he just doesn't make a strong change in decisions. I don't know, maybe he doesn't want his reality to change. He doesn't want, he's still caught in like, let's leave it for tomorrow. You know, it's like when you hide things under a carpet and you're like, I will clean it tomorrow. And you don't. But there's something about him having to make a decision. He cannot live like this anymore. But he's just frozen, you know, he's just in there. He's just hanging in there. Here with the Temperance in the middle, this is a beautiful card. This is the card of healing. So I think that there's much more awareness coming from Ki about these tendencies. These are his tendencies. His tendencies of always being like this. No, don't make me choose. I don't want to choose. Do you want to fix? Can we talk about this? Can we address this? No, we cannot address this. Leave it like this. It's okay like this. Don't change it. Maybe it's a past trauma. But yeah, it's not sad. You know, that's why I think that it's about decision making, you know, like I don't think that it's about sadness. I don't think that the guy needs to go to therapy. Probably he had gone to therapy before, because I see him like, you know, like doing what he has to do when he had to do it, but he refuses to move on. Like he refuses, like, don't push me to make decisions that I'm not ready to make. I want to stay like this. I don't know, maybe it's his family. Maybe the family is like, when are you getting married? And he's like, no, I don't want to marry. I don't know. You know, maybe it's about, you know, what their concept, or what they expect of Key. This is why I'm like, this is not Key the artist, or what the fans want out of Key. Actually, he's very successful when it comes to what the audience wants of Key. But maybe the people around him, family, friends, maybe they are concerned about something else about him, you know. Here with the Temperance, I think that these are moments of a lot of, he's much more happy and he's much more calm. I think that he's much more relaxed than at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, it seemed like it was pretty stressful. And also with his inflexibility, and I feel like he has a tendency to deny that there are things very serious that are going on, and he's like, oh no, it's not that serious. You know, it's hard to get to Guy. It's hard to get to Guy. That's what I want to say. It's hard to get to him. It's hard to make him like understand certain things about himself, because he refuses. He refuses. And he's so smart that he knows how to get people off his back. You know, he knows how to dismiss them right away. But here in the middle, there could be something, maybe making music, maybe working on his individual album, is bringing him a great opportunity to heal. Definitely he's healing. Do you see this Temperance, that in here she's putting the 2 cups, and you see the sun rising here, the path, there's a new path. You know, and also, if we notice, you know, the shining crown of awareness in the Hangman, and also in here in the Temperance. Do you see the enlightenment? This is about Key's journey. He has to connect a bit more with enlightenment, with attending his intuition a bit more, you know, attending his mind a bit more. Not so much reactive, more like, you know, slow down. Yes, connect with your job, connect with your role, but also connect with the part of you that also needs your attention. You need to take care of yourself. And also he has the potential, you know, he has the potential. He's a very wise guy. It's just that I think that sometimes his intellect and his spiritual side are things that are totally, yes, they are opposites, of course. So he's a very wise guy. He knows, he has the answers. It's just that sometimes his lifestyle, you know, being on the outside, being exposed, is like they don't allow him to expand his awareness. You know, it's like he has to always show up for the cameras. And there's something here that is like, you know, you are a very sensitive person on the inside. Take care of yourself. Or listen more to your intuition. Listen to yourself. You have the answers. But he's healing, he's changing, you know, he's slowly, he has 2 sides of himself, you know, he has this duality. He has this duality that he doesn't want to, like, accept that he has the duality, you know, that he's not just this guy and that's it. No, you also have to pay attention to the other side, because the other side is calling you. The other side is like, hello, I'm here, I'm also part of you, like, pay attention to me. And then, yeah, here with the with the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, there's also people worried about him. You know, because this could be a couple, this could be two influential people that, yeah, maybe they want to work with him because I said an association, you know, I sense, but these people could come with an association, with a job offer, but they also are concerned about him. They want to help him. They want to help him be better because they are looking at the temperance. They are looking at the temperance. So they are, you know, very close to him, like observing his evolution. They are like, okay, how is he doing? You know, how is he acting? How is he, you know, how is he today? You know, and in this case, I don't think that, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't think so, but what if, I don't know, if Ki had like an injury somewhere and we don't know nothing about it because it's small, you know, and it's not that important. But maybe people that had been observing him is like, oh yeah, that happened to him because he had been busy, because he had not been sleeping well. You know, we know him and we want to make sure that he's healthy, that he is okay. You know, we want him to get better. We want him to feel better. So there's something about these two people being very present in his life and being like, you know, we are watching over you. We are watching over you. You know, they are very important to him. Very important. I sense it's a man and a female. Yeah. My friend's learning about tarot says something about soulmate things. It has a kind of rejection to it because it's like you're supposed to be with someone as pet as it is. He is maturing into his creativity and his feelings. Hopefully he's figuring out what he wants to experience and impress. Then really that he left his relationships because he did not want to work on his few toxic traits. I don't know. I don't see him like, I don't see Kim as toxic. I don't see him as toxic. Yeah, they want to work with him as well. I think that they want to introduce him to someone new. I think that they want to introduce him to someone. They want him to meet new people. Yeah, but actually I don't have I think that Ki had been single for a while. I don't get that there's someone like romantic vibes. But maybe that's the reason. Maybe they see him very lonely, or they see him like, you know, that he should go out more, he should meet people, like, and he's like, you know, I'm in the process of healing, you know, I'm concentrating on my career, I can right now, and everyone is like, yeah, but when are you going to be free, you know? Like, but I see these friends, like, being like, you know, we should, like, you know, we should set you up on a date, you know, they definitely are very interested in him having a partner. Yeah. Are we in Libra? For me, it's already Libra season, but when it comes to Ki's birth chart, he was born under a Virgo sun. So, okay, I'm going to pull cards for Aespa, Karina, and Winter friendship. Someone requested me this duo. Aespa, Karina, and Winter. Aespa, Karina, Winter. Oh my, why is it so difficult to shuffle this? Okay, Karina, Winter, the relationship. Okay, in the case of Karina, they got a lot of wands. They are working, these girls, definitely. Karina got 6 of wands. I'm sorry for the reflection, guys. It's just that these cards are glossy. Ace of wands. Winter got 7 of cups. Page of wands. And then the relationship, they got King of cups and the hermit. When it comes to Karina, I think that, honestly, I think that with all these ones in here, I think that Karina doesn't have a particular perception over Winter. I think that she's very much focused on about what the group can achieve, about, you know, actions, about work, about dynamic, about maybe winning some recognition. You know, she wants to do more. She's very much focused on achievements. You know, she probably is a very, I know that she's the leader, but there's something about her like really like wanting a recognition, wanting to do it right, wanting to get more passionate, you know, wanting to get more, you know, her energy feels like, okay, let's go girls, let's go, let's go, let's go, you know, and she has like, she's very competitive, and she's like, okay, now she's on fire, literally, you know, here with all these ones, she's like, okay, we are not stopping. We are not stopping. Like, this time is not the time to stop. This is the time to keep moving, to keep advancing. We have to be the best. You know, we have to be more, have more conviction. You know, she's much more about leading the group with example. This is not so much like the typical leader that is like, oh yeah, guys, you know, the one that talks a lot and that they gave you these motivational speeches. In the case of Karina, she's much more like actions. Like, let me show you how it's done and you follow me. You know, so I think that probably in this period, her connection with Winter is more about like, okay, let's join forces together because we have a lot of things to do. So, you know, I'm not stopping to reflect about how I feel about you. I want us to do well this time. So, you know, you come with me, you're part of the team, come on, come on, come on. Like, you know, I'm in a hurry. Like, I'm like, you better keep up. You know, so I don't see much like feelings. No, they're busy. They're busy, and she feels definitely the responsibility to carry the team. So, you know, it's not about, oh yeah, how are you feeling today? No, it's like, let's go, let's go. The moment is now. And from Winter's point of view, yeah, we have the 7 of Cups and the Page of Wands. I definitely think that yeah, also she also got a wand, you know, so she is a great team member. Like, definitely she follows Karina's, you know, lead. She follows her. She recognizes her as a leader. But with the 7 of Cups, there's the feeling, I get this feeling that sometimes Winter is very confused. Like, I think that sometimes you have to wake her up from, maybe she daydreams a lot, maybe she, you know, fantasizes a lot about different options that she could have, or maybe she thinks a lot about the past. But this is a sign of evasion, you know, maybe she evades from reality a lot, you know. So I think that maybe in her connection with Karina, you know, then she has the page of Wands. So then eventually she wakes up from this and she's like, okay, I gotta get to work. Okay, I will follow you. Okay, I will put passion. Yeah, I will keep moving. Okay, I will get there. You know, but I see her like she needs someone. This is why I get Karina's assertiveness, and Karina like somehow being in a hurry, being like, "Come on, wake up! Come on, we got things to do," you know, because it seems like if you maybe are too light on Winter, you lose her. You lose her because she is in another planet. It seems like I don't know if she has like worries or fantasies, or I don't know if she has something in her mind that she needs to have a very strict path to follow, like a strict guidelines. Otherwise, she gets confused and she gets lost. You know, so I definitely see her like following Karina, definitely. But I also think that she doesn't have like an impression about Karina. Maybe she, with the Seven of Cups, she could have sometimes these very different perceptions about like, why did she say that to me? Or why did she do that? But then eventually, you know, like Karina steps into action and she's like, come on, let's go. We have to keep working. So she wakes up and she gets into action as well. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh, here I go. You know, but she needs like, you know, she needs a strong leader. You know, she needs someone that is like, come on. And then the relationship as an overall, yeah, we have the King of Cups and the Hermit. I feel that emotionally, both of the girls, they communicate differently when it comes to emotions. They have their own inner world, you know, just like Winter has her own interpretation and mind about things. Karina also has her mind about things. He has her own worries and insecurities as well about the future and stuff. So I think that both of them are sometimes alienated from themselves or are separated from themselves because sometimes they are very emotional, both of them. So, and they don't share with others, the Hermit, they don't share with others what's going on. So it seems like they fight their own battles separately, you know. So yeah, maybe there could be a bit of misunderstanding. I don't see misunderstandings in here, but they don't talk that much about what really concerns them, you know. One, because one is the leader and she cannot, you know, because she's like, okay, I will figure it out on my own, and the other one doesn't talk because he's like, oh no, I cannot even process my own feelings. I don't know what I'm feeling, so I don't know how to put into words something that I don't know how to explain. You know, so there's a difference. But yeah, the both of them have in common that they isolate themselves from others when they are feeling emotional, you know. And also there could be, you know, because here I had this King of Cups, there could be a man in the middle as well. I don't want to imply like they are fighting for a man, no. But there could be a man entering and interrupting the dynamic. I don't know, it could be a boss, it could be someone influential, or it could be someone's boyfriend or crush that is sort of keeping them separated. You know, it's like they don't really say to each other what they want to say because there's the influence of a man. Okay. I'm going to pull cards for PH1, not PH1, P1 Harmony. Oh my, how I struggle with that name. Why do I struggle with that name? Because of that other artist that has the same beginning of the name and I get confused. P1 Harmony. I did read for Lapilus. There's an actual reading for the group on the channel. And about the other members, no one asked about the other members. That's, that's up to the fans, not me. This one of the things that I always find curious about fandoms. Why they are obsessed with certain members and then the others, they don't. They don't exist. They don't exist. It's such a shame. It's such a shame when they do that. But that's also that people should reflect on this because it's their own doing. They are doing it. It's like their own, it's like their own language, the language of the fandom to do this, and this is weird because you can actually, what we can do, Jelly Beer, is that you can tell me, I don't know, a specific member that you would be like, okay, I would want a personality reading from this member that is not Chanti. You can give me a name and I will do the reading. So we can change a bit the dynamic. And I will do it, and you have to pay attention. Pay attention when this reading gets released. When they read that I did it, they're going to be, oh, what about Chanti? What about Chanti? Why don't you read about Chanti? It's all about that member, and it's such a shame. Like they don't appreciate the others. Okay, I will write it down. I will do it for her next week. You pick. But yeah, let's promote other, and I will also say it in the video. I will also remind the fans that they shouldn't be like this because it's their own doing. It's their own doing. It's like they don't talk about other members. It's like they always ask for the same, and it's sad because I don't know if it has like 5, 6, 7 members. I love the boys. The boys have 11 members. And if I have to do a 4-hour reading for all the 11 members, I will do it. Yeah, but you know what I noticed, Hope, is that they don't mention other names. It's just that one member. It's just that one member. It's unfortunate, yeah. Okay, I'm going to read for P1 Harmony. Okay, what's going on with P1 Harmony? We start with the 8 of Swords, King of Cups, Page of Cups, 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Thank God, because I was seeing like all these emotions and everything is very cool, but where is the money? Where is the money? Yeah, exactly. What if the girls feel bad that they go unnoticed? I feel the same. And also it is a good way of promoting, all of them because they're all potentials in the group. You cannot put all into one member, it's like, oh, it's a shame. Starting with P1 Harmony, I believe that yeah, they come from a place of a lot of restrictions. Did something happen to them? Because, I mean, I do get that the guys are locked and they are in talks of, they are in talks about, you know, maybe getting a new investor. There's someone here interested in helping the guys out to release something new or to do something that could move a bit more their career. Yeah, I think that they started something new. They decided like a new direction for the guys, but they are still on the starting point. They are still in the 0 degrees. You know, they are still the full. You know, it seems like they cannot form a stability. Definitely the guys are very loved. The guys here with the page of cups in the middle, the guys are very loving. They are very welcoming of every opportunity that appears. You know, they are like hanging on in there. You know, they definitely are putting all the effort to, but I don't know if they get criticism. Just like they get love, they also get criticism. And it seems like they advance a bit, but then they move forward, like you know, like they cannot get out of the starting point. It seems like they start something new, and then there's limitations, you know. But I feel that it has to do with money, definitely, because the love and the admiration and the charm and the emotional connection with the audience is here, definitely, is here. It's just that they have some financial issues that they are trying to defeat, that they will defeat eventually. They will defeat eventually. Because we have the 7 of Wands, that is defensiveness, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So definitely they are working to get here, to get to this stability. I believe that someone will show up. Someone will show up. Either to lend them money or to let them more creative something, because they need to start building. There seems to be like, yeah, a lot of charm, a lot of flirtation with the audience, a lot of loving feelings, and also a lot of like emotional connection with the audience. Definitely they are loved, but they also are not, you know, they are not advancing when it comes to success, like monetary success, like financial success. Yeah, they will start over. Yeah, they will start over. I believe that they want to maybe have a tour. They want to have a tour, but it sounds a bit expensive. I don't know, it sounds a bit like they want to go worldwide, but I think that the money is not, no. They need to still keep working on their stability. They are very unstable. But they know, like they are very self-aware of their limitations, and they also want to fight this. They are very smart people. The members have a very clear vision that they also want to advance. But maybe they need like better, I don't know, better promotion, like more money, more investors, I don't know. A new CEO, I don't know. It's like, I believe that there's something about their company or maybe their CEO just really loving the guys. You know, someone very loving, very like that they really love the guys in the group and they take good care of them. But when it comes to, you know, money, investments, there's none. So that's worrying. Because you do need money. Okay. Now I'm going to pull cards for EXO, Chanyeol, and the actor, the Japanese actor, Mackenyu. That I believe that they are friends. They have been friends for a while. Mackenyu is the Japanese the Japanese actor that was in Saint Seiya live action, Knights of the Zodiac. He was the one that played Seiya. Yeah, and also I think that they want to go worldwide, but they got the moon card. So the moon card is like, if you go worldwide, I don't know what you're going to get in there. It sounds confusing. Yeah, but they are very much loved. You know, there's a lot of love, a lot of openness from the guys. They're very authentic. They really love being part of the group. They are happy. But the money, we need to make more money. We need more stability. We need a foundation, a stable foundation. Yeah, Mackenyu. Okay, let's see Chanyeol. Oh, he really loves the guy. Mackenyu. Wow, a lot of love in here. Chanyeol really loves this guy. Wow, I'm like, oh. I mean, he's a handsome guy, but these are the cards that, from Chanyeol's perspective towards his friendship with Mackenyu, the actor, he had the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. This is like, his energy is like, this is a relationship that is worth working on and building on. Definitely. From this guy, we have, from Mackenyu's side, we have the Six of Wands and the Devil. So yeah, for Mackenyu, I would say that he feels good being friends with Chanyeol, but also there's a bit of show off. You know, there's a bit of like, you are good for my career, or something like this. So there's a bit of ambition coming from Mackenyu. And then the relationship as an overall, we have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. So there's a lot of things going on, a lot of feelings, a lot of openness. You know, they could work on something together. They could like have their own show or something like this, or just film a vlog together, like traveling the world, or maybe doing something together, because they love each other. They definitely like are very, very compatible, I would say. Here from Chanyeol's perspective, I'm like, oh my God, if Mackenyu would be a woman, I mean, Chanyeol would be really invested. Like really, I want to marry him. Like I want to, want to build our house, like work on building our house, our stability together. Like I want you to come live with me and have a prosperous life together. I don't know, definitely there's a lot of like admiration. And I think that here what Chanyeol is showing me is that there's a lot of mutual feelings. They get each other. They get each other, and I think that Chanyeol really likes this guy, because it's like it seems like this friendship had been going on for a while, because there's a lot of stability. And definitely Chanyeol is the kind of friend that he never forgets about his friends. He's always pendant. He's always working towards them, to make them feel loved, to make them feel like, oh, I'm thinking about you, I'm going to see you, I'm going to do this for you, can we do this together? There's a lot of commitment coming from Chanyeol's perspective. So definitely this is a friendship. Yeah. It's not just a publicity stunt, Yeah, and from Mackenyu's perspective, I would say that for him it's very beneficial to be Chanyeol's friend. There's something about him feeling like a champion, I think that obviously the guy doesn't need more success. Like it's not about success, but definitely he feels very victorious when he is with Chanyeol. There's something about him also feeling very possessive of their connection. Mackenyu, I believe that he's a very proud guy. The people that are part of his circle, or his closest circle of friends and people, he shows them off to the world. You know, he's not the typical actor celebrity that just hides behind the curtain and it's like, no, no, I don't want you to meet my friends. No, no, yeah, I'm friends with a celebrity, but I'm not going to tell you who it is because, you know, no, 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 I'm going to keep this a secret. No. For Mackenyu, it's more open. It's more about like, yeah, I'm friends with this guy, and you know, we have fun and we look good together, and we are a good team, and we have fun, and we have done a lot of fun things. You know, we have shared a lot of fun moments. So yeah, he's my friend. You know, and also there's an attachment. You know, there's something about him probably wanting to create something with Chanyeol. You know, do some publicity or something like this. But yeah, the guy is also very, very proud of his friendship. But I think that he is dead authentic with everyone. Like I think that this is a guy that if you do an interview with him, he will tell you everything. You know, I know that the guy is married and he has a child, and he was seen on the streets like walking with his pregnant wife. So there's something about him being very authentic when it comes to the people that he likes or the people that are his friends. There's something about him showing it to the public very proudly. You know, he doesn't hide it. He doesn't hide it. He doesn't want it to be a mystery. He's like, yeah, this is they are part of my life. You know, I'm proud. So yeah, definitely the excitement he shows is real. Yeah, and these cards, I believe that they may be working on something. They may be working on something together. I don't know if in the past they had filmed something together, if they had done something together, but it seems like one of them is going to travel to the other, and they're going to meet, and they're going to be like creating something new. They want to create something together, you know. So yeah, I definitely can see them like, you know, having new goals together. Definitely. They are very ambitious also. They have in common that both of them are very ambitious. You know, it's like they have fun together, but they also want to produce work together. Is there a reason why you're reading for both of them? Was there some news about them? No, a fan asked me for the two of them. A fan did. Mackenyu is Sonny's Chiba son. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's like he doesn't need it, you know, but probably he's used to. I think that there's something about Mackenyu also, like being used to maybe being surrounded by celebrities. You know, there's something about him with the Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, I'm sorry. Just feeling very proud, you know, being associated with someone like Chanyeol. This is not his first time, you know. There's something about him being very spontaneous about it. This is very Chanyeol, I feel. What does the Two of Cups usually mean? The Two of Cups means reciprocity, means understanding, connection. When you get each other, you know, when you get each other, there's like this openness of you really getting the other person. Yeah, I think that they're very similar. And it's like, you know, there's also like this, like, we get along so well, we have to work together. I'm trying to think. There was someone that asked me a reading, and I don't remember now what was it. I'm trying to think what it was. cannot remember now. I'm trying to think, but I cannot remember. Did something happen in K-pop? No, I think I read everything. Yoongi enlisted, but I did read for him before when it was announced that he was enlisting, so I already done that. Already done Bobby and BI, so I think and yeah, about the Blackpink situation, I already pulled cards. I said what I said. I think that, I don't know, people are exaggerating about, oh, they're going to leave YG, they're going to leave. If they wanted to leave, they would have left already and made the decision and leave. Maybe they want more money, I don't know. People need to remember that they don't make a decision because they know better than us. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, I'm going to start with this NCT dynamic and then I'm going to go. I'm going to write down the names of the members so I don't forget. This is going to be for NCT127, so only for them, because if I have to read for the whole NCT unit, I'm going to be here forever. So I'm going to do just NCT127. How many members are in NCT 127? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 members? Does NCT 127 have 8 members? I have Taeyeon, Johnny, 9. Where is the rest? Who am I forgetting? Ah, Taeyeon. I'm sorry, I was forgetting about Taeyeon. Now Jeffrey. I was like, I have 8 in here. Not. I was like, oh, I feel like there's a lot of entities. You can start with NCT 127, Jelly Bear. You can start with NCT 127, and then you move on to NCT Dream, and then you move on to Wavy, and then you move on to NCT U, and then you move on to like this. Yeah, I was forgetting about Jeffrey. Like, I feel so sorry, but what's going on with Jeffrey being a bit invisible? Like, what's... Oh, my, poor Jeffrey. Poor Jeffrey. My bad. It was my bad that I was forgetting about him. It's like that mother that you're like, oh, you're counting all the the They're 27 now, right? With the new members? The new guys? 27, I believe. But the good thing is not that they appear, except when they are like in a concert together, but it's not like you will get them all the 27, not all the time. Like, you can have them. No, I didn't count right. No. But yeah, for me they're part, but yeah, they're on the other side of the branch. Okay, let's start with the leader, with Taeyeon. The dynamic is, what would make them fall in love at first sight? What trait? Let's think about trait, energy, a personality trait or physical or something. Let's see what the oracle has to say about that. Okay, Taeyeon. What would make Taeyeon fall in love at first sight? Never-ending fan chant, can you imagine? Okay. These cards don't have keywords. So in here we have the chalice. And I know that this is representative of celebration. But I don't know what this thing is called. But yeah. And then this card would be like the God card. It's like the Emperor card. So, with the chalice, starting with the chalice, definitely what would make him fall in love at the first time is emotions. Like, probably someone that is very open, it gives me mother vibes. It does give me mother vibes. Someone that is very caring, that is very, that is like this vessel, that is open to everyone. It's like, what can I do to help you? What can I do to make your life better? What can I do to support you? What can I do to give you what you need? So again, the mother archetype in here, the chalice, the abundance of feelings. Definitely someone very emotional, very open, very transparent, and it's like their generosity is never ending. The cup is always full. The chalice is always full. It regenerates itself. Someone very, and also I don't know why when I see this cup, I think about someone with curves. Maybe a woman that has like, because when I think about the mother archetype, I think about someone that is very voluptuous, a woman that is very voluptuous, or someone that looks like, like a guitar, like very, very abundant in body shape, with a lot of shape. Definitely someone that has like mother vibes, very, and very fertile at the same time. Then yes, with the card of, with the card of this is celebration. Celebration, I think that, yeah, he just wants someone that also can have fun. Someone that reminds him that he can meet, for example, at a very, at an event that is very fun. See this person having fun, someone that enjoys life, that enjoys to go out, that enjoys to hang out with others, that is very sociable probably, someone that loves to dance and is not shy at all, someone that could be like the life of the party, or someone that can also be very flashy when it comes to the way they dress. It's definitely someone that catches your attention, your eyes, someone very, also very like fun, someone very vibrant, very fun. And yes, with the card, definitely the card of the God. Yeah, she or that person must have an element of authority as well. Someone that that yeah, they get into the crowd, they have fun with others, but at the end of the day, this person is their own person, and that person is like very much in control of their lives. You know, here with the God, if we notice, you know, he does have a cross leg, but then he has another one touching the ground. So it's someone that at the end of the day is very grounded, that they don't forget about their responsibilities. They can go clubbing and have fun and just being goofy and having the time of their lives, but if they have things to attend to, they will go to work anyway. You know, very responsible, someone that can have a God complex, honestly, or goddess complex, you know, someone that thinks that they're a bit superior to others, you know, someone that is very much in control, someone that makes the rules, you know, someone that is very, you know, that is very much like a God, you know, like okay, here we do, you know, we do what I say, you know, a bit bossy, I would say, you know, that just like, she has this very feminine vibe, very open, you know, very emotional, very motherly. They also have this very stubborn kind of patronizing kind of attitude, you know, of being like, okay, here in this house, you know, I rule. You know, of the relationship of the two of us, I am the one in control. You know, and also having a lot of assertiveness, you know, and I think that probably, you know, sometimes these kind of people or characters, they show up because, I don't know, maybe Taeyeon needs someone like this in his life. Maybe he's not that assertive when it comes to his personal matters, not about him being part of NCT. I'm talking about him as a man. You know, maybe he's not that assertive, so he feels attracted to figures of authority, you know. And since this is something that you know, it would make him fall in love at first sight, it's very interesting, you know, how he mixes the mother archetype with the father archetype. So this person is also very, very complex, you know, and is like, even when they are like being generous with you, they always have the power, you know, so yeah. He's a little brother. I think that's why he needs a bossy woman. Yeah. And I think that maybe that energy is very much like known to him. You know, maybe he's used to being surrounded by strong figures of females that they take charge. You know, they take charge. It's not, for him, is what he knows. You know, this is why he feels the attraction, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm used to seeing, you know, the women in my life being these powerful females, you know, and I admire them and I want to follow them, and I just, and also, you know, since he's a Cancer man, you know, he is very good at connecting with women from an emotional point of view. So yeah, I think that satisfies his needs, you know. But yeah, you can be very loving, very, you know, motherly, but he also wants someone that has a strong presence, that you're like, oh my God, there she comes. You know, someone that is like, yeah, it's very sweet and nice, but also she takes a lot of presence, you know, she takes a lot of power. Wherever she is, you cannot help but to look at her. You know, she is the authority. She is the authority. Okay, let's move on to Johnny. What is this? For this I have to get... Yeah, he got the card of fire, or what is it called in here? Wait, I haven't used this deck for a while, and this is about the summer solstice. And yeah, this is about the solstices. This is about, the celebration with fire, so someone very fiery. Then we have the other one that is about the spring, that is about, abundance, fruits, plants growing. And then we have moonlight, that, is contemplation. So for Johnny, I think that definitely he wants someone that can ignite his fire, honestly, but not fire when it comes to, something physical. I think that for him is like, okay, we can be passionate together, and we can impulse each other to be more brave. I think that he needs a partner that is brave. He needs a partner that has fire inside of them, because he does as well. But I think that he doesn't recognize it. So what would make him fall in love with someone at first sight would be the passion of someone. The passion of someone being like, okay, let's do this together. And also I feel that it's someone that just has fun in a very spontaneous way, and that also can make him laugh a lot, and that can make him forget that there's other people watching him. I think that he wants someone that is brave, that is very brave, that is like, okay, let's go out, let's do this. And he would be like, oh no, because I can't, because I'm an idol and I'm not supposed to do this. And she's like, what? But what? Like, why? We can go anyway. We can go and create a world for ourselves where no one is going to get into that world. It's going to be our moment. It's going to be our privacy. It's going to be our moment. But when you are with me, you are brave, because I'm like contagious. He needs a fire woman, definitely. He needs a fire sign woman, because I think that he's missing that spontaneity. I think that sometimes he's a bit apathic when it comes to maybe the opposite sex, or what he finds attractive, or who gets his attention. I think that he's a bit apathic. He's like, yeah, I know a lot of people, I meet a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, but I don't have the time to actually get to know someone for real. And the only moment that he can really connect with someone is when that person makes him smile, or they have this very funny interaction, even goofy interaction, where he feels like he can be himself. He can even be childish if he wants to. I don't know, it's maybe doing an activity together, going to play a game, but there's no cameras involved, there's no stuff involved. There's something about him reconnecting with his own innocence, with his own childhood. And he needs someone that is very brave to sort of grab him, caught him off guard, and be like, let's go, let's do something fun. Let's do something fun. And here with the cards of, the fruits and the growing also of the fruits and the plants and the changing of seasons, and abundance. I definitely think that he wants to feel like the fun moments with this person is never ending. Definitely. He wants to feel like it's never ending. He wants to feel prosperous with this person. He doesn't want to feel like he's not good enough. He doesn't want to feel like he wants to feel like, probably, here when I think about this card, I think about financial security, maybe someone that is very abundant on their own. Maybe he does worry about, how the person is financially, it's like can you support yourself? Like, how are you doing with your finances? You know, because I need to build something prosperous. You know, I don't want to, maybe he worries about his future. He doesn't want to be broke. So he's like, you know, I need to know that you are a prosperous person, that you have your income, that you're doing well, you know, and probably someone that is also very creative and is able to create different ways of making money and growing as a person. This is more like I admire this from this person. It's not like, oh, I feel attraction, but I think that he definitely pays attention to someone that is prosperous, that has abundance of resources, you know, someone that it never runs out, you know, that person has a lot of available. And I think that that's the reason why, you know, when you have this potential in here and you are not lacking, you have the potential to also have fun, you know, because you're not worrying about like, how am I going to pay my bills? You know, you can be happy, you can be goofy, you can be spontaneous when you don't have to worry about your social finances, you know. But yeah, then with the moon card, the moonlight card, I think that he also needs someone that, despite of all these shiny things, you know, and this laughter, and as, oh yeah, you're so fun, I'm so fun, we laugh, we had fun, we connect with our inner child, and yeah, you're rich and I'm rich, and yeah, we have a lot of things, and we talk about material things. I think that honestly, there's a part of him that he is a bit melancholic. I think that there's a part of him that, you know, it seems like his energy is up, 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 but then when you get to know him for real, you realize that the guy actually is very deep inside. Or maybe the way he thinks about things is, he tends to reflect a lot. So maybe, you know, you start the interaction like this, with all this fire, with all this potential, with all this abundance, you know, you having fun, you showing off, you're being funny and spontaneous. And then, you know, at the end of the encounter, what he seeks the most is someone who he can talk about maybe a bit depressing things, but he wants someone that has that deepness and that duality as well. You know, someone that just like, you know, you can have fun and, you know, be fancy together and everything, but then at the same time, when it's time to get to the bottom of things, you know, and talk about how you really feel, I think that he wants someone that is someone that reflects a lot, someone that is very deep, and someone that is able to go deep into a conversation, for example. You know, he probably has a lot of wonders, you know, he asks himself a lot of existential questions, so he wants someone that what would make him fall in love is to notice that you have that ability as well. You know, that ability to see the world with different eyes, you know, to see the things differently, to talk about pain, you know, to talk about loss, to talk about unfortunate events, you know, and to reflect on them, you know, and to think about, you know, what is it to you? How do you feel about this? You know, what makes you feel this? I think that, this person would also enable him to open up about his own struggles, and, you know, and not that this doesn't have to get sad or depressing, but that this is part of the charm. This is part of him being like, oh, this is the person for me. Someone that I can reflect with about what's going on with me in profundity. And that person can handle that sort of intimate exchange of conversation. You know, that everything is cool, everything is fun when we are having fun and we are laughing. And like, yeah, I appreciate your sense of humor, and I appreciate you are great, you are amazing, you look beautiful. But what about the meaning of life? Or what about, you know, I sometimes wonder a lot of things. I sometimes think that life is unfair. I sometimes get a bit blue. And I want to have someone that can listen and receive this from me. and is able to sustain the conversation without being like, oh no, please, let's not talk about sad things. No, please, no, let's not go there. We were having fun. Let's go to have fun. No, he wants to, at the end of the night, at the end of the encounter, he wants to talk about sad things, or he wants to talk about the purpose of life. And he wants to talk about unfortunate events. He wants to talk about them. Because for him, this is the human experience, and he's someone that he thinks about it very often. So if you're not able to keep up with that kind of exchange or conversation, you're not the one for him. He wants profundity. Is that he, of course, just like everyone, he definitely wants to have fun. He loves, loud places with a lot of playfulness, with a lot of fancy modern things. But at the end of the day, he wants a deep conversation. Yeah, maybe that's what he's needing also. He's needing some profundity, he's needing someone that he can talk about things that not everyone around him is able to understand, because it's not that he mentions that sort of subject to make people uncomfortable. He does it because that's how his mind works. This is how he thinks. Okay. Tail. Yes, because he only shows his extroverted self. Exactly. Yeah, people take Johnny for granted a lot. I noticed that. Okay, for Tail. No, Tail also got the moon card. the moon card. Let's see this. If it's what I think. Yeah, he got the goddess, Tail. So for Tail, it's all about beauty. For Tail, it's about beauty. It's about, beautiful woman, very feminine, very nice to the eye. Definitely, he loves this. He loves, and he had the fox. So yeah, someone very sneaky, actually, I would say. And then the moon, the moonlight card. This is about reflection as well. So I think that honestly, what he would make him fall in love is someone very feminine, very connected with her feminine side. But I would say that it's someone that is a bit cocky, I would say. Someone that they know their value, they know that they are beautiful, they know that they are prosperous, they know that they have all the eyes on them. Someone that is very sensitive, very well connected with her resources, with her inner resources, and also that she knows that with her beauty she can create a lot. So probably someone that works with her beauty, someone maybe that is part of the industry, someone that is not afraid to exude also this sensualness or this beauty, maybe like using kind of like outfits that accentuate their body, their curves, someone very, very beautiful but also very natural, someone very natural and very beautiful. And here with the fox, I think that he's like, I would fall in love for someone that is a bit dangerous for me. Maybe a woman that is not that honest. That's something about here with the fox, if you notice that the fox is waiting to, to do their thing. Because they are hunters. So I think that there's an element of instinct in this kind of person. It's like the person that exudes this this beauty, that they know that they're beautiful, they know that they have the attributes to get everyone's attention, and someone that is dangerous, that you're like, okay, yeah, that person is going to eat me alive, like, you know, like that person is like, whoa, she is going to steal my heart and is going to break my heart, and I probably am going to be very satisfied if she does it, you know, sort of a femme fatale, you know, someone that you know, that could be a bit playful with him, you know, not making it easy for him. You know, someone that is a bit hard to get, and someone that probably plays a bit of manipulation with their beauty. You know, someone like this. Also with the card of moonlight, also this about reflecting. You know, someone that also doesn't make decisions right away. You know, someone that takes their time to think about what they want, you know, someone that has their own inner world, and that they take their time. You know, that is not someone that is like, oh, okay, yeah, I meet you, okay, you want me, so yeah, we're going to start dating because, you know, you notice me and I notice you and this is meant to be. No, I think that this is also someone that has like a very rich inner world, and they are like, okay, don't push me to make a decision because, you know, I'm still figuring out what I want in life, you know. So probably he also does admire someone with this sensitivity, of this ability to be very reflective, you know, and to not let others make decisions for themselves. But definitely when it comes to what they show, is someone super confident, you know, someone that actually, you know, they always get the attention that they want right away. But here with this, it's like they also love to frustrate you a bit, you know, to keep you on hold. It's like, yeah, I think I'm interested, but yeah, I don't know, you know. So someone that is a bit playful, I would say, mysterious. Eddie, I'm not going to talk about Stray Kids members that were involved in the accident because they are resting. So I don't think it's okay to pull cards for someone that went through such a traumatic event. Let's leave them alone. Let's leave them to rest. They are being taken care of, so let's leave them rest their energies a bit. Okay, Doyeon. Doyeon got very like. Okay, Doyeon got the card of a stone. This is the stone. This is, I believe this is the sword, but yeah, it's the blade. Sword, blade, and the wand. So, yeah, I think that for Tail is, first of all, is someone stable. Someone very stubborn that doesn't change that much, because the stone is like that person doesn't move. It's like they are like this and they are like this, and it's hard to make this person change their mind. So definitely what he finds like attractive is maybe someone that is a bit resistant to his charms. You know, someone that is like, okay, yeah, I'm not buying what you're saying, you know, like, you know. It's like, yeah, I'm not moving. Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah, everything. Yeah, cool. But yeah, I'm just being me here. You know, I'm not interested. You know, someone a bit cold and inflexible. Maybe an earth sign. It could be an earth sign as well. You know, someone very, very like, you know, with a blade. Someone very sharp. someone very sharp when it comes to their communication, and also someone that could hurt a bit his pride with the things that they say to him. But also someone very honest. The good thing is that this person would be very honest. So, it's not that they would do it on purpose. But I think that since Doyeon is very sensitive to other people's words, this person, what they say to him, it would get stuck in his unconscious, and he wouldn't be able to let go of what this person said to him. So definitely. And also with the Ace of Wands, I think that he wants someone passionate. I don't know, he wants someone that can take charge in the connection, because I got all these, the blade, it reminds me of the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of a lot of initiative. It's like I am the one. I am the one that initiates the action. I am the one that initiates the conversation, and I am the one that decides when I want to finish the conversation, and I am the one in charge, because it doesn't matter what you do or say. I'm not moving. I'm just being me. So if you want to conquer me, or if you want me to like you, you will have to put a lot of effort to move me, because I'm set in my ways. I'm very stubborn. I'm set in my ways. I'm here. Nobody is moving me from here. So maybe, yeah, it could be a mix of fire sign, earth sign, and also, but I think that he admires this, admires this of someone that is like, yeah, this is me, this is my character, and I'm not changing for anyone. This is me. And I'm stable in here, and nobody's moving me from here. With the Ace, is also this person that they know how to set boundaries when it comes to communication. If they don't like something about you, they will tell you to your face. And it doesn't matter if it cuts the connection, if this person is like, it hurts some relationships, they are not afraid to speak up. So I think that definitely he wants someone assertive. Here with the Ace of Wands, someone that also is very passionate, and they are not afraid, to make the first move if they feel the attraction. So maybe he would want someone that can make him feel like this strong attraction, because they are so different. But there's a sort of tension, But also someone that is very centered in themselves. I think that for Doyeon, this would be very attractive. Someone that is very centered in themselves, someone that they know what they are, they know what they want to do, and they know what they're saying. Like, there's no, oh, I guess I will think about it. No, he loves this, a bit of a stubbornness, I would say, and inflexibility. But, maybe for him, since he's very different from who he is, it's very alluring. It's like, wow, I never met someone like this. Someone so, so stuck in their ways, and they are doing well. And they are proud of being stuck in their ways, because they have been doing well all their lives. Yeah. Tail is a calm guy. Tail is a calm guy, but on the inside, I feel like, yeah, he could be very kinky. Definitely, he gives me this vibe. Usually, the quiet ones are a whole surprise. The quiet ones. Okay, let's move on to Taehyun, to Jeffrey. Let's move on to Jeffrey. Oh. What is this? Okay, for Jeffrey, he got the card of mask, also the wand, and I think that is called fate. This card is called fate because these are the oh, I never get this thing right. The fates. Known by many names, the three fates spin, measure, and cut the thread of life. This is like with the Wheel of Fortune, it would be, you know, the fates are like the one that make your future or your fate like get stuck or advance or just like go back. But yeah, it's about the fate. So he definitely is like, okay, just let's leave it to the fate. This is very Jaehyun, actually. You know, at the end of the reading, he's like, okay, let's leave it to the universe. You know, if this is meant to be, we will meet again, and that nonsense that he. Okay. Starting with the mask, I think that he is a guy that since he is surrounded by a lot of mask, you know, by this industry that you know that it's all about appearances, that he wouldn't mind, you know, to meet someone and to notice that that beautiful thing about you is a mask. You know, like I think that he's not afraid to meet someone that, you know, that these typical people that you're like, oh, she's too beautiful, you know, she's too perfect, you know, and he would be, and you know, and everyone would be like, oh no, but you know, I'm sure she's fake, or I'm sure that's not who she really is. I'm sure she's hiding something behind that. I don't know why I'm thinking about Mask Girl, the K-drama. But there's something about him being okay with, you know, maybe, yeah, just loving the mask, you know, and being like, yeah, I'm sure that maybe that person is not behind the mask. Maybe there's someone different, maybe there's not. Like, I don't care how they present themselves, you know. If I like the persona that they're showing, I don't care. Like, if there's something that I will have to find out later in the interaction, you know, welcome, you know, I welcome it, you know. So I think that he's not the typical guy that he judges a book by its cover. He's like, yeah, all initial interactions all are complex. So yeah, a person can show me this side and actually on the inside they are different. They can lie to me, they can tell me another name, they can deceive me. Like, yeah, like I'm up for deception. Like, I don't know. I think that Jaehyun is very interesting. You know, I think that he's like, you know, if I like them and if I find their mask pretty, like, yeah, I will let them like show me what they want to show me. You know, I'm not like, I think that he's like, yeah, people wear masks all the time. So yeah, I can like feel attracted to a certain mask and know that that person maybe is not like that, or maybe that's, I don't know, plastic surgery. You know, there's something about him being like, yeah, I like pretty faces, you know, and yeah, that's what I, you know, that's what I get. Yeah, here with the ace, I say the ace of wands, but it's just the wands. I think that definitely he wants someone very passionate, someone that can make him feel attracted at first sight. You know, someone very confident, someone that is not shy about the skinship and everything. You know, it's someone that can also be a bit like passionate and not being afraid of like, okay, what others are going to say. You know, I think that for him, definitely attraction is a huge part of the initiative. You know, we are thinking what would make them fall in love at first sight. You know, I think that for Jaehyun, it's about appearances, definitely. Yeah, it's about appearances. I wouldn't say he likes like sexy, like too like obvious sexy like women, but they definitely love determination. Someone that is very comfortable in their skin while they are being sexy. But yeah, here with the cards of fates, I think that definitely here with this question, what will make them fall in love? I think that here with the fates, Jaehyun is somehow saying that, the will can change at any moment. And maybe when I could fall in love with this at first sight. But then how it will continue, I don't know. Maybe I lose interest. Maybe I will get married. Maybe I will not see that person again. So when it comes to the fates, he's like, yeah, maybe we will meet each other, or maybe we will meet that day, and I could be like, yeah, I met someone that really caught my attention, that she was beautiful, that she was this, that she was perfect, that we had great chemistry, but then eventually, it didn't advance nowhere. So I moved on, and I never heard from them again, and I didn't reach out, and I just forgot about them. There's something about him being like, the universe and the fates are very changeable. Life is all about changes. So for him, I think that this subject of falling in love at first sight, maybe for him, he went through this at some point in his life. Maybe he felt it a lot of times, but it never went somewhere. He never actually, he felt the experience of like, okay, I think I fell in love at first sight. I think I saw this and I'm like, wow, the woman of my dream, the person of my dreams. But then eventually, the fates just decided that we didn't have to talk to each other again. So yeah, and so yeah. Yeah, he does go. Yeah, he's confusing like always. Confusing like always. But he's like, I think that he probably is like, I met people like that, but eventually, like, it's not like I continued with that person. The fate decided the universe decided to keep us apart, and that's it, and that's his perception, or this could be his experiences with falling in love at first sight. Though there's a lot of, actually, I did hear a lot of people say, oh, I think I'm in love, look at this person, I think I'm in love, and and yeah, it was a great experience, but they don't remember about that person afterwards. It's like another memory. Okay, you. Yeah, for you that we start with a very passionate new impression. Obviously, he the wand. So yeah, he has to feel the attraction. If he doesn't feel it, the fox. And the ring. So for Utah, definitely it's all about, this instinctive pull attraction towards like, okay, I feel the fire, and probably, yeah, he does like people that are very attractive to him physically. Like, I mean, he has to feel that tension, that pull. And also probably he admires someone that is very brave, very outspoken, very much, like in control of themselves, someone that speaks up about how they feel, very honest, very frontal, very different from who he is, because I get the vibe that, maybe it's because of his cultural background and everything. He's much more of an observer, he's like, his culture background is about, it's not about being shy, but it's about, taking distance and observing the person, and maybe like, showing a bit of distance and disinterest, not showing this. And here I think that he's attracted to people that are totally the opposite, that are very emotional, very passionate, that when they talk about something that they're passionate about, they are very expressive, they are very, maybe a fire sign, someone that is very excited to talk about things, and that you can feel how authentic they are in their desire, and also very proud. And also here with the fox, I think that also he likes someone that is yeah, it's a bit of someone that is a bit deceiving, I would say, someone that, yeah, they can be very, very extrovert and everything, but at the same time that they have their, their bad side. Like, I wouldn't say bad side, but it's someone that actually is not going to make things easy for him, and that actually that they are very cunning, and that they are very like strategic, like he is, sort of like okay, like, yeah, I know what you're doing, you know what I'm doing, sort of like, okay, who is the hunter in this relationship? Probably I would actually associate this card to, his need to be always like observant of the other, to try to guess what the other one is going to do. But in this case, I think that he also admires the other person to be very smart and observant of him at the same time. It's like, okay, like, I'm hiding something, you are hiding something, like a sort of push and pull of who is, the most deceiving of them all. But not showing your cards right away. And honestly, here with the card of the ring, this card of the ring is very beautiful because it talks about commitment. So definitely, it's about an invitation to commit. But I think that it has to do with maybe a bit of aversion towards commitment as well. It's like, okay, if you believe in commitment, for example, if this person really likes Utah, and they are very open, like, I really like you, and we have this, we get each other, we have this passion, we have everything, and we think that we are each other's soulmate, and like, we want to get married, like, let's go to get married, like, let's go to Vegas and get married, something very spontaneous, like, okay, like, I think I want a commitment with you, I just met you, but I think that you're the love of my life, something very passionate, also very like spontaneous. But I think that here with the fox, I would be like, it could lead to them, yeah, going with the flow of the passion of the moment and being like, okay, you are my soulmate, I recognize you, I want to marry you, I want you to be like my future spouse and everything, then probably getting married or getting into a very fast commitment, and then eventually having to rethink about this commitment, like, okay, you got engaged to this person, because you felt the attraction, you fell in love at first sight, and you want the commitment. But are you sustaining this commitment? How long is it going to take? Not to take, to last. How long are you going to take, like, to maintain this commitment that you made? Because, the fire, the initial fire, is not always going to be lit. So I think that he has the potential of, if he finds someone that, because also with the fox, I think that he wants someone as I don't know, as that plays with his feelings the way he plays with others. You know, it's like, okay, let's manipulate each other. And this is fun. And at the end, it's like, okay, I think I met my soulmate. I think that you are my soulmate. I want to marry you. I would advise them not to. Not because he's my bias, like I really want my bias to be happy. But I think that he would be like, definitely if he would meet the one, he would want to tie the knot instantaneously, not knowing that person that much. And yes, the initial fire, you know, the fireworks, the passion, but you have the fox in the middle. So the fox is like, okay, yeah, I'm manipulative, you are manipulative, you know, we are both being shady, we both met in the darkness, so, you know, but there's a bit of like, I just followed my heart because back then I felt like that was the right thing to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to commit to this person. I don't think it's necessarily, you know, like going to marry someone, but there's something about him feeling the need to commit, you know. And when we think about the image of the ring, it's like, I give you a ring, you know, I give you an object, a very precious object that symbolizes my commitment to you. You know, and actually that commitment is like, I don't know you, you know, like I don't, I have no idea who you are, you know, like I just met you. But for him it's like this attraction. And in here comes my cat, that of course she's going to, she made her appearance, okay. Yeah, it sounds like he would have many divorces. Yeah, that's what that's what I was like, I think that he's going to face a lot of divorces if he does. Like, oh my. Yeah, like, I would definitely give him a blessing, whatever, you know, he feels his passionate hurts, his heart desires, and if he feels it, you know, but with the fox in the middle, I'm like, one of you is not being 100% honest. Maybe the two of you are not honest. So, I don't know. Jungkook. Yeah, Jungkook wants a sugar mommy. He got the fruits and the plants again, you know, prosperity. Then he got the ARP. I believe it's called the ARP or HARP. I don't know how you pronounce it. HARP. Is it pronounced like this? HARP? And yeah, the God. So another God. He wants someone that can rule his world. Yeah, I think that, yeah, he wants someone prosperous, you know. He wants, definitely Jungkook is like, he loves a good life, you know. He wants, you know, probably also like meeting this person in a very beautiful environment, you know, with a lot of delicious food, very fancy outfits, you know. He's thinking about prosperity. He wants to, you know, connect with beautiful people, with people that, you know, are doing well in life. Luna. She's going to break something. I know it. And with the harp, the harp, it's all about, the sound, the sentiment. And also, look at, this is very Jungkook. Look at the sea, the waters, very emotional, very harmonized, like, probably he wants someone that has a beautiful voice, someone that has like a beautiful sound comes up of their mouth, or they are great singers, there's something about them being very into music maybe, or playing instruments, someone very very sensitive like this, that has that sensitive side, maybe someone that is a musician, but also someone that is very good at, when you think about art and expression, someone that is a true artist, someone that is very sensitive enough to connect with the feeling, like, okay, like, yeah, this is how I'm feeling, and I use this tool, and I created this, and I love music, and I love different genres of music, someone that is very intuitive at the same time, very special. And probably he wants someone that he can talk about music too as well, because maybe he also has this desire to go deep, or maybe he has a huge admiration for musicians like that are not idols, someone that is just a very talented musician. And then here, yeah, we have the God. So definitely, like, just like Taeyeon, there's something about him really at the end of the day, and about these, beautiful things, and being maybe very Venusian, and everything is harmonious between the two of them. There's also this, he wants someone to worship. This is the reality. I think that in here he wouldn't mind this person to control him, or to tell him what to do, or to boss him around a bit. He has this, I would say he has this inner attraction for someone that is very secure of themselves, someone that is like, yeah, I'm a god, I'm a goddess, like I am a deity, I'm a divinity, like I am popular, like I take space, I show up and everyone is watching me, it's like I am in control, so definitely he wants someone that can be with their presence that is unforgettable, someone that he's like, wow. Like, he has a sort of follower mind, that he wouldn't mind for this person to control his life, basically, to be like, okay, I will do what you say. To be a slave for love, I would say. he wouldn't mind. And also I'm going to look for it, because I think that what the card of this is another god. This is not the emperor, because the one that I believe is the same god. The one that Taeyeon got was seated, and this one is standing. So I believe that this is like the warrior. It's like the same one. Yeah, it's the same god. It's just that Taeyeon got one that is seated, that is like the emperor, and in this, it's standing because it's ready to fight. Like, it's a more active one. So probably, yeah, he wants a warrior, not just a seated emperor, not just like, it's still a god, but it's someone more like that they get involved in the battlefield, someone that is a bit much more active. Yeah. Yeah, and also it's about being brave. I think that definitely is like, when I say he wouldn't mind to be a follower, well, in this case, with this god, you have to do some offering to this god. So I think that when I said about him wanting to be like somehow like let this person take the lead, and be the one that rules, I think that there's a bit of sacrifice of him. He's definitely very like tragic in his mindset, but it's romantic. It's romantic because he definitely is like, okay, I would be a slave for you. Like, I would sacrifice for love because I admire you so much. Like, really, you want to be the one in control, I will let you. Like, yeah, go ahead. Like, be the one. I will admire you. I will worship you. You are my God. So definitely he loves that person that exudes that authority, that bravery, that very assertive energy that doesn't talk that much but has that very strong attitude and presence. Um, then Mark. I'll move on to Mark and then Hechan. I'm not surprised with Jungkook. Yeah, Jungkook is a lover boy. Jungkook is like, he's a lover boy. And I love it because he's very honest about it. He's like, okay, anyone with that bossy attitude is my kind of guy. Is my kind of person. My kind of, I feel attracted. But also I believe he loves someone that has a great voice. Someone that sounds, the sound of their voice, he gets like sensitive to someone's sound of the voice. So maybe a singer. Okay, Mark. What will make Mark fall in love at first sight? Why did I get all on reverse? Definitely. I see here with the little people, I don't know if you see that there's like a community of people here. I don't know how it's called in here, but it definitely is like he needs other people's help, definitely, because he will not do it alone. Like the other time, he needs someone to arrange this for him. These little people that it looks like little elves, they're called wee folk, fairies, gnomes, and elemental beings of all sorts. There are helpers willing to pitch in and give you assistance you need on a cause or project that is dear to their heart as well. Look around you, let your need be known, and welcome help when it is offered. So, yeah, he will have like the help of the elves. Like we don't have to think about elves or fairies, but yeah, it's about other people helping him out. Being like, I don't think he would face this situation alone. It would be arranged like the last time. Then he had the card of broom, and then the card of the stone. So I think that definitely for Mark, first is assistance from others, So I definitely think that Mark does not go alone to events or to potential situationships because there's always people. And when it comes to the broom, I do like the broom because the broom symbolizes the ability to sweep off everything that you don't need in life. So I think that in this case, what he finds, and also if you think about the broom is a very practical element, that we use to clean, to put order in our lives, to get rid of the dirt or get rid of garbage, of things that we no longer want around ourselves. So I think that for him, definitely what he finds attractive is someone that can help him get rid either of people, situations, or maybe even part of himself that he thinks like, okay, this is not helping me. Maybe when it comes to, and I don't think that this person has this attribute to be like, okay, Mark, I'm going to clean your life. Like no, I think that this person represents this ability. this ability to sweep off, this ability to clean everything that gets in their way, and being like, okay, I get rid of the dirt, of all these things that are here surrounding me that are not allowing me to connect with what I want, or that is on my way to achieve things. So I get rid of things that no longer serve me or that are getting in the way. So I think that definitely this is someone that with their example, maybe this is what Mark needs, someone that is very good at, being like, okay, this isn't good for me, out, like I spin off, out. Maybe he needs someone like this, or maybe he admires that of someone, someone that is able to be like, okay, out of my life, you are on your way, you are dirt, you are an obstacle that I don't need in my life, so out, and maybe he does need, he does admire that from people. People that are like very, very much about like, okay, I'm keeping my circle clean, I'm keeping my space clean, there's no clutter in here, I am not collecting or hoarding things, like I'm not holding on to material things that are no longer working, like I clean my space, I clean myself, and I think that for him this is very attractive. Maybe he finds that attribute. And also here with the stone, there's also this stubbornness. Definitely it could be an earth sign, because there's this feeling of like, yeah, I always been like this, and I'm not moving. I'm not moving. This is my attribute. This is what I am. This is what. Someone a bit inflexible, I would say. Yeah, but maybe for Mark, this is like, wow, I love this person, and I think that it would be, I definitely get that it's not more like love at first sight. I think that is admiration, and also if I think about the how useful the broom is, I'm thinking about, how sometimes we had talked about Mark and what he finds attractive, and we often mention this about Mark, about him being very practical, about him maybe being attracted to people that maybe are just working and being productive, and for him that's beautiful or that's attractive, to see someone work, to see someone at work, just like he is all the time. So I think that maybe for some people, this mentality or this attribute of this person is like, okay, this is not very like passionate, or it's not very like, it seems like it's not that authentic, or it's not that exciting. Like, how would you fall in love at first sight, But for him, it's like, I like this attribute of this person. I wish I could have that for myself. So it's about like projecting a bit, yeah. But also, he admires someone that doesn't change their mind, that is not someone that can be corrupted, or someone that can be convinced to change their mind, to do what others tell them to do, that is very firm about their beliefs and their decisions. So he does admire that, and he wants that. He finds that very attractive, and probably that's one of those things that he cannot control, but he's just like, he feels an attraction towards practical people. Not so much about people that can show off beauty and splendor and, oh, I'm so good at words, I'm so good at communicating, and he's like, yeah, you say a lot of pretty words, but I just want to see you, how you function, how are you with your task, how are you with your responsibilities? Are you a responsible person, or do you have people that do things for you? I think that this is the most mature readings, the reading that I got. But yeah. Okay, the last one, Hechan. Another one that believes in faith. Another one that believes in faith. What is the 22? Kettle. Kitchen kettle. Yeah, he got the card of the fates. Then he got the card of fox. Again the fox. So yeah, someone very attractive, very deceiving. And kettle, kitchen kettle. So honestly, for Hechan, it's like it's more about believing in faith. You know, he's not someone that I think that when he meets someone, he reflects on this and he's like, oh, this is fate. You know, now that we are here, this is fate. You know, I wanted to meet you again, or I wanted to see you again, and here you are again in my life. So this is part of our destiny to see each other. You know. But yeah, with the fox, I would say that yeah, he likes mysterious people. Just like Dale. You know, he likes someone that is smarter than him, probably someone that is more experienced than him, someone that can know how to play games, you know, how to play a bit with his heart, you know, his illusions. He definitely is a bit romantic, and I would say he is a bit like, I would say he's reckless in love. I think that he does give me the vibe of someone that he really wants to be seduced. You know, I think that he loves people that are hard to get. You know, there's something about him being like, yeah, I love it. I feel attracted to people that are not that honest or are not that straight, like straightforward. You know, that I love when they keep me hanging, you know, like when they don't answer my calls, you know, and I have to wait, and I'm anticipating if they will talk to me again, if I will see them again, you know. There's something about him also fantasizing a lot, you know, like really he wishes he could be smarter for those things, but definitely he definitely falls very very fast when it comes to, you know, someone that is a bit sneaky, I would say, you know, someone that is not showing the cards or the intention. And also with Kittle, I think that it's literally when someone just like, you know, keeps adding tension and fire and heat, keeps adding heat to the situation, you know, where he's like, okay, like I'm impatient, you know, like you make me feel impatient, like I really want to see you, like I feel intense, like I really want to see you more, or I really want to communicate with you more. But I think that this person is like this, slowly burning, you know, it's like leaving him in there, like hanging, being a bit suspicious, very passionate, I would say, you know, boiled in also with intensity, someone very passionate, very outgoing. They do give me fire sign vibes, definitely fire sign vibes. Yeah, but someone that leaves him hanging, definitely. Someone that leaves him hanging. Poor Hechan. Hechan and Jungwoo are like the two that they really love tough people. They really love the anticipation, you know, the anticipation. Yeah, it's all about fire signs. Yeah, yeah. Because I believe that they need that. They need to get contagious of that. Janet, thank you for the donation, but I already read for RM. I have a full birthday reading for him on my channel. I read for him last week. Yeah, it's just that I think that the guys definitely need like, a lot of like passion because most of them have a lot of like um, air placements, so it makes sense that they want to experience some excitement, some tension, and also it has to do with maybe their sexuality as well, their needs, their emotional needs. Not the one falling for cute shy one. It's just that I think that probably they could change. This is what I was saying. They could change. Um, I think that they give me this vibe of them being the cute shy one. I wouldn't say shy, but there's something about them also feeling energetically like they are shy. That they are, but oh well, I guess it makes sense because of their profession. Their profession definitely is not, it's not that free. So I guess they admire what they don't have. That is the freedom of action. It's like, okay, I am like this, I can be like this, I can show myself like this. I remember, when they came here to Latin America, that there was this waitress on Guatemala, I believe, Guatemala or no, not Venezuela, Costa Rica. I don't remember exactly the country. And there was this waitress that her name was Erica, this beautiful woman, that she was so nice and so funny with them. I remember that there was a small group of them that went to the coffee shop, and they talked about her during one of the live streams that they did. Because, usually the way that that Erica was presenting herself, not just like offering them the coffee and, being a good waitress, but also being a very genuine and open lady, I get, like, you're famous, oh, you guys have cameras, but yeah, I'm going to smile at you and I'm going to be pleasant and I'm going to be funny and we're going to laugh together because that's the vibe, here in Latin America, we are like this. We are like this. And because we smile and we laugh with you, it doesn't mean that we want something with you. It's just that it's part of our spirit, and we are very welcoming. And and laughter and just having fun and being spontaneous is a way to somehow overcome the issues that we can have, So sometimes we put a lot of willpower to make the other person feel welcome and feel entertained, and we put a smile on our faces to welcome people, even though sometimes we are not that 100% happy or that 100% well, but we always believe that the customer doesn't have to know what we go through, what a country go through. We just want, them to have a great experience in our country. So we smile, so we celebrate, so we invite them to parties, we invite them to play with us, and it's what we can do, give you and we are not going to charge you extra to give you or to share a bit of our culture with us, The only thing that probably, I think that it's a bit like I've seen it done to some idols that go to the US, is that they often have these celebrities or these interviewers that they touch the guys. It's like they go and they want to hug the guys, and when they go and talk to them, they touch them. In that sense, I believe that's a bit invasive. Because me as Latin American person, we are very effusive. We love to greet people with kisses on the cheek. We are used to this. We are used to get close to people physically. But we know that it depends on the culture. When we meet people from other cultures, we stay back a bit because we respect the other people, the other person's like space, and I noticed that, Asian people, they are not used to like you touching them, and grabbing them by the arm and be like, you patting them and be like, excuse me, like they don't like it. They're like this, and I seen that done to some idols, and I'm like, you guys don't know manners, right? Like, because yeah, they're on camera, but that doesn't mean that it's not shocking for them to get someone grabbing them or just like going straight for a hug, and they're like, yeah, hello, hello, you know. Mm. Mm. So yeah, definitely. Yes, hero paparazzis and all that are so invested. Yeah, exactly. I think you visit a work another country, you should be ready to get used to their way of being. Yeah, exactly. Like I think that they have the resources to, to learn about the groups that they're going to, you know, be interviewing, and I feel that I can be like, oh, hello, like, yeah, I remember you, like, yeah, we're going to work together, but for me to touch you, like, it's like, so yeah, definitely. Yeah, when they came here to Latin America, definitely. It was really good. It was really good. But also it's basic manners too. A lot of people here are not respectful like that. Yeah, but I did like that interaction that they had with this girl, with Erica, because she was so nice. She was like smiling. She looked so genuine. She and the guys were laughing with her. So yeah. Mm. I always escort French tourists when I meet them abroad to learn new way of behaving. Yeah, but they're nice. They don't like, they're very nice actually. Like I met a few and they are very respectful. They also have sense of humor, so yeah, but I think that when you touch the person, when you are like, that's something that I don't even like accept this at my job from, Argentinian clients neither. Like why would you touch me? Like I don't know you. But yeah. Okay, guys, this was great. Who, Asians or French? Oh, both of them. Um, Asians are they usually come in groups, so I don't have like, I remember like having interactions with them when I used to sell them some products, but it's really hard to get to them because they usually are in groups, so they usually, like, you try to assist them and they already made it, and they're always with their phones. So it's like you cannot, like get them to interact with you because they are already like googling things, and they don't talk to you nor look at you in the face, except when they are sure about what they want, they just point it out, and they get it. But yeah, they don't they just try to fix it among themselves, you know, and it's a bit weird because you want to assist them, you want to help them, but they. But what I see from NCT127 when they went to different places, for like Mexico, Brazil, they interacted with the waitress, with the people. You know, they asked them, okay, can you recommend me what's a good wine or a famous meal? You know, and I think that was very nice, you know, because instead of them talking with the staff or being talking about themselves, like, you know, they were respectful. They acknowledged the person of service in there, and they were like, "Oh, can you help me with this?" You know, so that's really nice when they do that, because sometimes they come in groups, and it's impossible to give them advice or something because they're always looking at their phones. And about French, no, French, they are very, very nice, very polite, very polite. I have met more French people. I had met more, yeah, because I remember I was working with a brand that was French, so I met a lot of French customers, and they just told me that they felt very, very comfortable here in my country, because it reminded them, at least Buenos Aires, it reminded them a lot about French culture, maybe the buildings, I don't know. But we do have some European influence in when it comes to the streets and the styles of the buildings, maybe. But they're nice. They're nice. They're very, very, very like at first they look a bit like, you know, look a bit reserved, but once they notice that they can talk to you just honestly, they are very fun. They just have a great sense of humor. I like them. I like them. I think it helped them to have Johnny, Mark, or even Chaehyun in group to have influence. Yes, yes. Exactly, I think so, Marushka, because I noticed that in the groups that they were interacting with the waitress and with the other people that they were like serving the food, it was usually like it was Johnny and it was Mark and it was Chaehyun, the ones asking for recommendations, and then you could see then Taeyong joining with his broken English, but you know, joining into the asking also the waiter, the waiter, and then you know Jungkook as well. But yeah, usually Jungkook and Doyoung, and then you know the English speakers. But the other ones were just like this, you know, waiting for the food, because maybe they're very shy, you know. But yeah, they were looking at the whole place, you know, and everything. Yeah. Mark and I am going to fight. Why? They all kind of speak English now in NCT127. I just love Jungkook. When Jungkook learned that phrase of tengan un buen día, tengan un buen día. Nobody answered him back. Nobody. I was so offended. Like the poor guy, he trained so hard to say "Have a good day" in Spanish, and nobody said like "Thank you" or "You too." Nobody answered him back in that moment. I was so offended. Poor Jungkook, and also his pronunciation was amazing. So I don't know. I want them to redo that episode because poor Jungkook, he struggled, like he practiced that single, you know, very polite phrase, and he was looking at people like you know, tell them that, and nobody responded back. He can definitely joke in any language, but Jungkook was so interested in learning like Spanish words, and I was so, yeah. Oh wow. Okay, guys, It was fun. I'm going to go. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. Please rest, and then yeah, we will continue gossiping in Discord. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.